Freedom of speech and expression. Articles 19(1)(a) and 19(2). Freedom of speech and expression is indispensable in a democracy. In Romesh Thapar vs. State of Madras, AIR 1950, Justice Patanjali Sastry rightly observed that freedom of speech and of the press lay at the foundation of all democratic organizations, for without free political discussion no public education, so essential for the proper functioning of the process of popular government, is possible. Article 19(1)(a) says that all citizens shall have the right to freedom of speech and expression. But this right is subject to limitations imposed under Article 19(2), which empowers the state to put reasonable restrictions on the following grounds: example, security of the state, and friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency and morality, contempt of court, defamation, incitement to offense and integrity and sovereignty of India. Meaning and scope. Freedom of speech and expression means the right to express one's own convictions and opinions freely by words of mouth, writing, printing, pictures or any other mode. It thus includes the expression of one's ideas through any communicable medium or visible representation, such as gesture, signs and the like. The expression connotes also publication, and thus the freedom of the press is included in this category. Free propagation of ideas is the necessary objective, and this may be done on the platform or through the press. The freedom of propagation of ideas is secured by freedom of circulation. Liberty of circulation is essential to that freedom as the liberty of publication. Indeed, without circulation the publication would be of little value. The freedom of speech and expression includes liberty to propagate not one's views only. It also includes the right to propagate or publish the views of other people, otherwise this freedom would not include the freedom of the press. Freedom of expression has four broad special purposes to serve. 1. It helps an individual to attain self-fulfillment. 2. It assists in the discovery of truth. 3. It strengthens the capacity of an individual in participating in decision-making. And 4. It provides a mechanism by which it would be possible to establish a reasonable balance between stability and social change. All members of society should be able to form their own beliefs and communicate them freely to others. In sum, the fundamental principle involved here is the people's right to know. Freedom of speech and expression should, therefore, receive generous support from all those who believe in the participation of people in the administration. It is on account of this special interest which society has in the freedom of speech and expression that the approach of the government should be more cautious while levying taxes on matters of concerning newspaper industry than while levying taxes on other matters. In Prabhu Dutt vs. Union of India, AIR 1982, the Supreme Court has held that the right to know news and information regarding administration of the government is included in the freedom of press. But this right is not absolute and restrictions can be imposed on it in the interest of society and the individual from which the press obtains the information. They can obtain information from an individual when he voluntarily agrees to give such information. In the instant case, the court directed the superintendent of the Tihar jail to permit the chief reporter of the Hindustan Times newspaper to interview Ranga and Billa, the two death sentence convicts, under Article 19(1)(a, as they were willing to be interviewed. The jail authorities had refused the permission to the newspaper representative to interview the convicts.